This is new at 10. A black farmer and his wife, who own many acres of land in eastern El Paso County, claim they have been targeted for harassment because of their race. An article published online describing how their property was vandalized and their farm animals killed has led to a flurry of calls to the sheriff's office to address the accusations of racism in the community.
Our Andy Koen spoke with civil rights groups today and the sheriff's office about this conflict. He has this report.
Civil rights groups in Colorado are now helping Courtney and Nicole Mallory after Courtney was arrested earlier this week.
The head of the Rocky Mountain NAACP told us that Courtney and Nicole Mallory have faced racial harassment since buying this property near Yoder a few years ago.
They've had their animals mutilated, poisoned, the N-word, spray painted on their property.
She met with the family today to help them find a defense attorney after Courtney's arrest. The sheriff's office told us he's accused of stalking, tampering with a utility, and theft. But Prescott said the issue stems from a dispute with the neighbor over property boundaries.
Basically, we're now in a situation where their neighbor has been able to manipulate the system to weaponize the police against them.
Her group is now conducting its own fact-finding investigation.
We're going to find out the exact borders of their land. We're going to make sure an independent surveyor comes out and surveys the property so that we get a clear idea as NAACP. And we want to see if this is something that the county or the mayor's office or something, that this is what they could have done.
The sheriff's office declined our request for an on-camera interview. However, they noted that dispatchers have received more than 170 calls for service to the property since April of 2021. The racial harassment accusations were reported in an online article that named 2 deputies, and the sheriff's office told us they have conducted and closed 19 separate internal affairs investigations into those deputies since the article was published. They explain they must thoroughly and independently investigate any complaints made to internal affairs.
I can't imagine the cops coming to my house 3 or 4 times. But up to close to 200 times, that's a big deal.
Eric Carnell is president of the Black and Latino Leadership Coalition in Colorado Springs. Sheriff Joe Roybal sent a letter this week asking his group to organize a meeting to help de-escalate the tensions in Yoder.
Overall, we want our community to be safer. And if you have neighbors against neighbors, you have neighbors against cops, cops showing up for service repetitiously, that's a strain on the community, and that's not a healthy environment for any of us to thrive in.
The sheriff's office tells us they are reviewing more than 40 hours worth of body camera footage from their calls for service to this property, and that they plan on releasing that video to the public, which is something the ACLU of Colorado told us they are interested in following. In eastern El Paso County, Andy Koen, News 5.